And we're live. And we got the options right away. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. Usually takes me 4 or 5 attempts in order to get the options. You know, the ones down at the bottom of the screen there, where you can choose what quality you're watching the stream at. Everybody having a good day? I'm hoping they are. That would be cool. Can you all hear me? I've done an audio test, I should. Can you all hear me? I've done an audio test, I should. Can you? Yes, it's working. Hallelujah. That's what we like. Yes, we do. Is Lisavik online? She's online. And so on and so forth. Yes, okay. We is here. We are indeed here. Well, I'm a couple of minutes early, but I preemptively started the stream slightly early, thinking, well, you know, likelihood is I'll have to restart the stream 4 or 5 times in order to get the encoding options. And as luck would have it, we got them right away. Bum, bum, bum. Which is nice. Nice hot cup of tea, and it's throwing it down with rain outside. So yes, nice cozy night in. Again. To go with the other 360 odd. Gamel 1111. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, Gamel. Welcome on in, he said. Londis! Ahoy there. Londis is in game. Oh, I should switch to the big screen. There we go. Yes, Londis is here. I can see. Do you have a moustache? Do you know, I've only just realised your character has a moustache. Unless you recently changed his head or something. But yes, I think the crack hat and the moustache is definitely a thing. Yes, it is. Now, I did say I was doing Wednesday. Always had it. Yeah, well, it just proves how unobservant I am. Doesn't it? Yes. Right, I fancy a bit of PoH tonight. I want to farm and maybe iPad. When AO, is it Wednesday already? Hello, Carlos. Yes, it is. Savik, welcome in to the stream. I just poked Savik on Discord. That sounded wrong. I messaged Savik on Discord. Remember that was a thing on Facebook, poke your friends. And how we giggled like school children. Yes. So we're here. Well, let's get started then. Londis, you've been recruited. Savik, I'm assuming, is possibly hiding in... Don't tell her husband, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yes, or my wife. Yes. I'm getting all kinds of trouble. No, I'm just in the Carlos poked me, and now we're going to play with Mihalik's cabbage. Okay, I'll stop. Yes, there we are. That's enough adult humour for one stream. And well, it's the sort of adult humour that gets played at lunchtime when they rerun the Carry On movies. Oh, Sid! The more troubling thing about them is their sort of semi-racist, semi-misogynistic commentary. That's more of a problem than the rude jokes these days. But there we are. You know, semi-suggested nudity is not a problem, but, you know, they're of their time. We shouldn't ignore the fact that things have changed. And, you know, when I want my mother-in-law to just shush, like on Christmas Day or something, we just find one that's currently online. And, yeah, and just put that on the telly, and she's quite happy then. Sits there going, you can't say that anymore. I'm going, yes. Well, you can, but someone will probably punch you, you know, so... Yes, but the humour has never been, completely wrong there, so to speak. Anyway, yes, I grew up with that stuff. Savik is now the boss, as per usual. I fancy maybe PoH and iPand, because I want to get this, well, number one, I need intelligent symbionts, although I may treat myself to buying and selling a Grace and just buy them all off GMI. But I'll need the Mackies to do the armour as well. So I need quite a bit of it, I think. Was it this bag? No, that has my other bits and pieces that are rather nice in it. Now I've used up all the what's-it, so yeah. Message Mihalik. Yes. I'm trying to remember. That's his avatar. Okay, I think I've messaged. I'm hoping that's him. It's his avatar. So on Discord. So yes, we're doing the do. Yes, indeed. If we can find Mahalik, that would be awesome. Other people are welcome, especially if we get to Pand, because obviously we can take as many. Pretty much the whole stream can come along. Right, I messaged him, but it looks like on Discord he says he's on his way. Yay! Mahalik is on his way. That's it. We got the dream team. Got the dream team on the go. That's always good. So yes, PoH, because I want to get some the thingamies, the stuff to upgrade. So for what parts are remaining now? We've got a chest. That takes the what's-it one, doesn't it? The one only the final boss actually drops. So there's that. Which is rather cool. I could wear my light-up torch. At the moment I'm only wearing two pieces. Well, three. I've got the back, one shoulder, one sleeve. So in terms of beast armour then, all I need now is legs, I think. Is it just legs and then all the Mackies to upgrade it? I did watch the inauguration, because reasons. And Lady Gaga was going to be singing, so I wanted to see that and see what she wore. And for Lady Gaga, she toned it down quite a bit, for Lady Gaga. I've seen some of her outfits. Wow, he did go on. Well, they're supposed to, aren't they? That's the, I don't know, I thought it was all right. He didn't talk complete twonk. So it wasn't too awful. Yeah, well, that's it, I like the Poet Laureate a lot more than I expected. Yeah, I think I zoned out at that point. I think Garth Brooks kind of I was done about... After Garth Brooks, I was pretty much done. And starting to think about, right, what am I doing? I've got a stream to do and yada, yada, yada. I like that Carmela. I like that lady. Don't know why, just something about her I like. She's got that kind of cool factor, but, there's a brain like an iron trap behind the eyes as well. I don't know, something likeable about her. He seems alright. That's my kind of thing. He seems okay, I guess. Nah, it's politicians for you. They do like to talk. They're worse than I am. And I can talk. Irwin AO, are you wanting to come along? I did see you say hi in the chat moments ago. So that could be cool. PoH, yay! Gamel 111, no! Fine, okay. Yeah, Yeah, it was, well, very different this year. But yeah, you can't have a huge gathering of people in the middle of pandemics and stuff. It's not a great idea, you know. So I would like to bring her trader if someone wants to bring a doctor. There you go. Dun dun dun. And then we only, I think, yeah, with Mihalik we're all right for the whole raid for tank and DD. I'm kind of a lefty, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, there's a bit of that, yeah. My doc has no sims and hasn't done anything since switching to clan. Oh, it's probably not a playable toon then, in truth, I would say. Definitely not up for PoH anyway. There's a heroine running past. No, you can come. You're only going to learn by doing. Heroine, if you want to come along, you're more than welcome. And I have no doc, so yeah. And I tell you what I have got, thanks to Vulpu, I have NCU. If you guys missed it on the last stream, he emailed me 5 of these and then told me I need to come to the Hodor raid on a Saturday where they do PoH and whatnot, because you get a stack of points, etc. So I was like, okay. So if he's not sure that I caught that message, I did. So yes, I did see it, and yes, I will most likely make it along. Yeah, if someone else can be doctor, then Sav can play her trader, because she'd like to play her trader. And I think Savick has earned the right to choose what toon she brings along to a raid at this point. Well, I got hold of, Battlefield 2 was free on Epic store. I got it, but you've got to run Epic and Origin for it to actually work, which is annoying. But I played through the single player campaign, so it was okay. It was a bit clanky in places, but it was alright. Kind of enjoyed it. It took about, 5 or 6 hours to play through. It was a bit of a Star Wars story. It was, like Rogue One was a pretty good Star Wars story. Are you done with Cyberpunk? Well, I haven't done a Street Kid thing yet, so I might do that. I might have a third playthrough, and then, probably done with it for a while. Next time I play it, I want to play it on better hardware, but that's kind of pie in the sky for the moment. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, to play it on like high settings with you was having your dinner, you don't have to be sorry. Welcome to the stream, Heather. Yes, I need a whole new rig really. You need like a 3090, which is like silly money, and a new chip, motherboard, probably power supply, RAM. Just to run that one game at a high level. So, I think it's a game I'll probably play at least once a year, though. And then if they release any DLC for it, I'll probably do that. I might finish this current playthrough and then wait for the DLC and patches to hit, and then sort of have the third playthrough then. Well, the plan so far is we're going to try PoH and a bit of Pand, if possible. And what we'd really like now is hemophage. Hemophage on, maybe. That could be good. Let's have an evening off from being a doctor. It does feel a bit sort of like we're kind of... Savic's very gracious, but we are putting on Savic a bit, getting her to be the doc all the time. I think maybe, you know, might just... she might like a change of pace. I'm quite happy on Keeper while I'm streaming, because I'm having to talk and stuff. With Keeper, all I've really got to do is fight, so it's, you know, it's a little better. Looting on alts is a chore in PoH. Yeah, it's easier to do it if you're already there, isn't it? Clearly. It's the running down and the respawns, and yeah, it's all a bit much, kind of thing. Anyone else? Just asking Guild. There wasn't many on, but we'll ask anyone. Blondis was camping. Yeah, getting all the way down to the platform. I tried to do it on my birthday stream, failed miserably because I just got completely lost in there. I couldn't remember the layout and the way down, and just ended up dragging a stack of mobs to the meat room and dying horribly. You were helping a newbie keeper in AO Discord yesterday. It's a good... London's hate running alts through it, always gets smashed. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good at evading, but it doesn't matter, you know, even on a well-built, well-buffed, ready-to-go toon, it's still like the mobs will still pound on you pretty hard, you know, and you can't sneak it on a maxed out concealment agent. So yeah, it's tough. It is tough, and you can't use beacons and stuff like that, you know, like Engie beacon warp to get people down there. You can't do that either, which is kind of meh. It's the meat curtains room that always gets you, isn't it always though? I said it without really thinking about it. We were there and I go, and now you get down to the meat curtains room, and I just realised what I'd said afterwards. I was like, oh no. That's come out wrong. Should not have said that. Too late now. Yeah, so we're all just seeing who's arriving. Just checking the Discord for any updates. The meat room in Reach. Yeah, it's similar. I don't know what else you'd call it. It's exactly like that, yeah, because it's like you're in something's stomach kind of thing. Oh yes, and we did all 3 APFs on the last stream, so I've now got this awesome belt, which does boost up a lot of your stats quite nicely, as you can see. I believe your wish for hemophage to show up might get fulfilled. We did well, no one died, and we didn't have to and we didn't wipe or anything. We just got, you know, right, AI raids done kind of thing. Do you want to log your trader then, Sav, or do you want to just, you know, give it a few more seconds just to be 100%? 3 raids in one stream, yeah, and it wasn't even, it's only like, was it 3 hours or 2 hours, the whole thing? It wasn't that long of a stream, I know that. I was tired at the end of it. I think maybe because it was like lots of aliens kind of deal, so... Yeah, I think everyone who came along generally knew those raids pretty damn well anyway, so, you know, like the last one, the 13 raid, we really sort of blitzed that, dodged all the extra fight and asked the peacekeepers to do the fight for us and dodged most of the mobs on the way in, running on the cliff at the top, which did make it a hell of a lot easier, I have to say. That would be a trader. Let's recruit Le Trader. What weapon is that? Is that... Oh, that's the new subway one, isn't it? Illegally modified dreadlock obliterator. There's a tune. There's a bit of kit. You're all crit mad, you guys. Look at this. Oh, and them problem solving devices. Oh, do you do a fair bit of trade skills on your trader as well? That's kind of cool. I'm looking now. And I'm gonna make Sav leader, and they can grab Hemophage when they show up. That's quite a nice weapon though, to be fair. Nice enough crit on it. It's fast. Has it got any extra specials on it that it doesn't describe? You know, like procs kind of a thing. A negative 450 init debuff that stacks with UBT. That's nice. That is pretty useful, actually. It's the whole fight, yeah. That's pretty cool. And then we've got, yep, create a module, multitask, crit heavy, super scout armor, Yakamoto. I've got that armor on my NT, more or less. So Hemophage logging in. Oh, there you go. She's there. Well, they are there. I don't know. Okay, that leaves one more spot. Do you want to come here, Win? You can come along. Anyone from the stream is welcome. In fact, anybody's welcome, you know me. You won't get us killed, you might get yourself killed. That's possible if you don't know your way around in there, but you know, spawning the things. Tarragon, PoH we're going to do first, then probably iPand after. Get one of those in, try and get some more beast armor. All I need is pants, I think. You only need one sleeve, don't you, for the bonus? I've got helm. Yeah, I only need legs, and then the only other stuff I want from Pand on this tune would be... Shadow Breed, 2 more Shadow Breeds, and Intelligent Symbionts, I think. That's it. Joining is a good way to learn it. Yes, it is. Yeah, no problem if you want to come along as someone that doesn't really know it. Right, that's the team. Let's head to Broken Shores. Sam Bam Cunningham, 84. What do you need to round off the team? We're full now. Sorry, awfully sorry, but we're now full. We're doing panned after PoH though, so stick around. And you can, you're more than welcome for that, because the nice thing with iPand is we can take like 30 more people. So bags of room for everybody. I thought we'd kick off with the harder raid first and get stuff done. Fail. I always fail that jump when I'm on stream. Gamble, one day I will get brave. Yeah. You got to come and do these raids if you want to get the Uber gear. Requires you to come along and do the raidage. Not on stream. Well, I make plenty of mistakes on stream, trust me. All the mistakes. Now, the first part's pretty easy. There we go. We're just going to have that for the rest of the stream. Advertising Savik's map of Rubikar. Yeah, don't worry about, making a mistake on a live stream. God, it's never stopped me before. There you go. We'll get the first portal boss to show up. Oh, someone dinged. Let's have a look. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. I'm too shady. Has reached enlightenment. Congrats. You even felt that core shift. Yes, absolutely. Oh yes, proc reminder. Me like some Hummel is levelling on Hex. There's a lot of nano effects going on. It does make it hard to see sometimes. I'm running around with this as well, ancient protective drone. It's quite nice. I'd like one on my Enforcer. The heal reactivity on it. An extra 10%, so it's pretty cool. Salvo ZA. Hey Carl, hope you're well. Yeah, pretty good. Having a pretty good day so far. We're doing okay. We're doing a bit of Pyramid of Ohm, and then the plan is we're going to try and get off to iPand after this raid. Get some iPand done. Need a pair of leggings and intelligent symbionts, that's it. Oh, and maybe Shadow Breed. So we've got lots of nice stuff on this tomb, as you can see there. The memories, thanks to Vulpu, who literally built them. Call your pets. Or we just... You know, too late. He'd be dead now. He'll respawn in a minute. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you have to kill the placeholders, the porthole dudes. You have to kill them at the same time. And the final one, you've got to kill 4 of them at the same time. So we have to do a countdown. You have to kill that one and the first one at the same time. I think that was too fast, too slow between the two. So we'll probably have to kill them both again in order to get the actual porthole guy to spawn in this room. It is slightly odd the way it works, but hey ho. Well, I heard him shooting, so I assumed he'd got it. He was ready to go. If not, we wait and then kill him again. Or we didn't quite sync up well enough and we've got to kill him again. Oh no, there you go. Vortex Soldier, that's the guy. Yeah, so I'm using the RTX voice thing. You can use it on, well, any system. You don't have to have an RTX card. It's a very clever noise cancellation suite, or phase cancellation, but its learning algorithm's really good. I will say that. It's pretty impressive. Okay, first boss proper is the big guy down there. We doubled on soldiers here, are we? I can't see anything. Zoom out for this room. I think the visible one is Nomad Cloak, I think. Don't stay there. Stay in the corner once we get him down here. I am let off tank. And he does put like a nano shutdown on you. Which is kind of awkward. I feel like a midget sav. Keep casting good old Courage of the Just. We'll get that done. Difficult to see on stream. I have a place. I've made my soldier. Her name's Sky Cannon. Nice. The nano effects off. No, I like the pretty. I like to see what's going on as well. But it always looks weird if I do turn them off. I'm so used to seeing them. Do you know what I mean? There you go, you got a better view there, Salvo, hopefully. Problem with turning nano effects off is you can't see mez pets. Yeah, there's a bunch of other things that you can't see, and it just feels, for me, it just feels weird when I can't see them, you know. It's a case of, you know, being used to something, I suppose, more than anything else, but, you know. He does like to leave lots of then knock back into the big balls of nastiness. The big balls of you will die very quickly. Especially when they start turning. Do you see that? The last couple swoop round and go this way, but they just miss you if you're in this little corner here. Quick look at loot. So yeah, a couple of the weapons. There's aggressive webbing and Alligari. What did we decide on the pronunciation of that last time? And the thing to infuse that. So yeah, there you go. I require nothing from this mob. Everyone on cabbage. Everybody. Time to jump on the cabbage. Oh, spell it properly. Hey, there you go. Omnitech is your friend. We're going to seize your loot, says Radcar EU. Yes. Nothing says friend like theft. Relog into your fixer for the cap. Okay. Right, so a bit of running in. It's not too bad when you're only at this level because the respawns haven't happened and you don't have far to go. So there is that. Oh, I had a bling. Bobby's what? Bobby's a scaramouche. I can't read that. My eyes are gone. Boris Sacamano 1 has just subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome on in. Feel free to use your new shiny emote. Like that. I need to get some more emotes on the go. Yes, welcome on in. How do I say that? Bobby Sacamano, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Might be grossly mispronouncing that. I used to know a Trox Enfo called named Cabbage. Probably you did. I think lettuce was a thing for a while, but it's cabbage now. Cabbage is the thing. There we go. Laughing Spirit and Inert Sigil. Aliza. Do you not need anything, Irwin? Or anyone else? I'm guessing not. Okay. A friend of yours from Canada. Nice. I've got Canadian cousins that I've completely lost touch with. I think the last time... I think she's called Tiffany. Yeah, there's probably a few Tiffany's in Canada, you know. But the last time I saw them has to be early 80s or late 70s, I think. Early 80s, maybe. Yeah, they came over for a visit, like for 6 months or something. We saw quite a bit of them, and then they went back to Canada, and we never really heard from them again. But yeah, they're over there doing okay. They're like not a cousin, they're like a third cousin. You know, on my mother's side, one of her mother was one of 13, right? So yeah, you got massive extended family that I hardly know. It is kind of nuts. Never heard from again. Well, you know, living their lives out there kind of thing. But yeah, if you're going to travel that far, usually people come and I think they were over for the entire summer. It probably wasn't 6 months. It's hard to know because I was much younger then. But yeah, she came over and was Canadian at us, telling us milk comes in bags and it's not jelly, it's jello. Welsh is just weird, etc. Kind of things you say when you're about 10. Carl, how do you rate Alienware PCs and laptops? They seem okay-ish, but basically they are Dell. And the only problem with Dell is they tend to make motherboards, power supplies, etc. that are custom, so it's hard to upgrade later on. I haven't paid for a PC off a shelf since I bought a ZX Spectrum. Every PC I've had, I've built myself. And usually they mutate and have baby PCs, you know, bits go wherever. Commodore 128. I had a Commodore 64 as well. So I guess, no, I got that after the Spectrum. Didn't you have an Amiga or an Atari? I had an Amiga something for one of the early iterations of Cubase, and then it was all PCs thereafter. I always just buy the parts I need to build a PC and build it. That's way cheaper, usually. Occasionally not, and sometimes the PC builders can get hold of hardware that's not readily available. You know, like the new 3080. It's kind of hard to get hold of one. But if you buy a PC that comes with one, well, you've got one, haven't you? So it depends, you know. If you're looking at one in particular, look at as many reviews of it as you can. Especially people like Nexus, Gamers Nexus, and Linus Tech Tips. There's another one you should definitely look at, because they will say it's a non-standard motherboard with a non-standard power supply, so if you need to change something on it, you can't, kind of thing, which can be a problem. Kraut Guy, hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. Ariaxia, I used to live next door to a Canadian. He was over here going to Durham University. Lovely family. Poor guy flooded his house top to bottom a few days after moving in. Oops. Yeah, I got a monitor through overclockers. I think I got was it Scan, or it was a UK one. I got a bunch of parts from last time, but I'm going back to 2012 and a lot can change in that amount of time. Who was it? I think it was eBuyer or something, not eBay, eBuyer. But apparently they've gone a little bit downhill. So the reason I'm asking is my stepdad, who I have just in contact with, wants to buy me one, but I don't want to accept it. It'll be costing him over $1,000 for a gaming laptop or PC. Yeah, to play AO on though, you could go to PC World and spend £500 and get a PC that'll do that. I got one from my father-in-law. We went in and there's no way I could have built the PC they had there for the money it cost. But that was through that one small window where they'd sold through on stock. And the PCs they had were from last year, but they were high-end ones from the previous year. Had like a 1060 in it, and he doesn't do any games at all, you know. Harry Axel, he put a 6-inch nail through one of his water pipes. Could have been worse. Could have put it into the electrics. That would have been a lot worse. Yeah, I mean, laptops always cost more for the similar spec. Kraut Guy, what are you killing this evening? Well, we're doing Pyramid of Home. As soon as Mihalik gets back, and everyone else is just fiddling with loot, and then iPand afterward. Could have put a 6-inch nail through himself. Yeah, it would have been cheaper if he'd have got it through his foot or something. Got a limp for a week or so. I've had a 6-inch nail through my foot. It didn't bleed much till they pulled it out. My God, it bled. It bled well after that. You put a golf flag through your foot. Ow! No, I went right through. It was sticking out through. I was mucking about on a building site. You know, the place you're not supposed to play on as a kid. We were playing Spider-Man on that, and I jumped down, and I didn't see in where I jumped down. There was a nail sticking up through a board, big 6-inch nail, straight through my wellies. So it went through the bottom of the welly, through my foot, and out through the top of my Wellington. And I sort of like tried to lift my foot up, and I was literally nailed to it. It missed the bone entirely, so it only went through the fleshy bit. It wasn't too bad. Flooding was really bad. It was coming through his ceiling lights. Oh my God. He wasn't messing around there then, was he? He did flooding your flat good and proper there. Dearie me. That's some good going there to manage that. Oh dear. Right, are we all pretty much done with looting and whatnot? Who are we waiting on now? Mihalik to run back. Well, Mihalik's not going to have a problem running back. He farms this place, so zoom back in so you can see everybody. There we are. Oh yeah, I've had all kinds of bumps and scrapes as a kid. Flooding is worse in AO. Sometimes it even rains indoors. Yes, this is true. Unfortunately, it's very true. They build character. They build scars, and scars are cool. They're not. I've got aches and pains, you know, when I get up in the morning. Lopnik, welcome to the stream. Didn't see you sneaking on there. Right, we're good to go, guys. Floor number 3. Ooh. Well. Click, 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 click. Everyone trying to get through the portal. Right, where are we at here? Are we waiting on pull? We're waiting on pulls, I think, or are we just charging ahead? Well, we've got a mob that doesn't want to come. Now we're going to attack with a vengeance. Yes, we are. Oh, now he's walked. Now we've got to clear a path to the placeholders, one by one. I think there's one through that door, isn't there? Yeah. Okay, so that's placeholder number 1. Also sliced my hand thanks to one severe bait. Oh yeah, tin cans. Easily done. Fish hooks, all sorts I've done. I got a fish hook through my finger. As when my dad was shark fishing, we were on his boat. I was messing about, as kids do. How we survived the 70s, I'll never know, but we did. You know, I used to go off and play in quarries, building sites, like tree houses, unsupervised, in the middle of nowhere. Which is bloody lucky. Right, and that's placeholder number 3. Who's staying on this one? I'll stay up on this one then. I got north. So there's one here, one down here, and one in that room there. Nearly had your right thumb amputated. Ooh! Been lucky then. And go, go, go! It's not like these guys last any amount of time, it's just coordinating the time they're killed at. Alright, wait here for everyone to come running through. And then I think we run up this way. No? Where do we run to? Oh, there he is. Middle north, yeah, I have to think. I always think it's this side here goes up and it doesn't. It's that one. So there you go. We've got one there, one here, and one here, and the guy spawns here. Right, first boss age. Or second boss, actually. Irwin, stay on your side, and only when you get a debuff, you need to get to these portholes, but only when they're green. Do not enter when they're red or you will die. Yeah, so basically, me and Halleck here, Alessandra, will fight Le Boss. I'll just be off tanking. And then everyone else stay on this side and fight the ads and such as they spawn. And if you get a debuff, wait for the porthole to turn green. It will go green for 4 times, I think. And then it will go red for 4 times. You only enter it when it's green, not red. How many bosses? This one, then the Medusa lady, then the final boss. It's not that many, really. It's 4, isn't it, Lopnik? Yeah. The first one is the sort of heckler-esque, not heckler, voracious horror. Then this guy, then the Medusa one, and then the last guy, the Zan guy. Irwin, over here. Yeah, you can, no point being scared. You die, you die. It's only a few minutes to get rebuffed and run back. I don't worry about. I've died that many times in Anarchy Online. I don't even think about it. I laugh, go dope, and that's it. You know. Problem is, I'll never find the way back if I die. You will. You will. You'll end up getting escorted. I get lost running back in and I still make it. Son of light. Right, oh, die. Die just a game. Yeah. Well, it is really, isn't it? I mean, people go on about it, but I'm like, yeah, you know. I'm not going to lose XP. I'm max level, max research. AI's done, you know, so And I'm on a keeper, so as soon as I die, I just go boom and start rebuffing. Don't even res, really. Res for about 30 seconds, then I can buff that. Yeah, my map doesn't have the internal. I think V-neck does, but I don't like the blue he has as a border in Shadowlands. It just bugs me. It's a shame because he's done so much work on the map. He's really done a good job of it. Yeah, he does mind control, he does all kinds of stuff, this guy. So he's just debuffed Mahalik there. He's been turned into one of these things, so I'm just going to stand here. And off tank. NDGUI, yes I am. NDGUI, not Dove Tech. Edge I use. Sort of been using it for a very long time. Okay, I am debuffed and I am waiting for green. Green and debuff gone. Grab the boss. Need the voidling gone. We go for that. There we go. Yeah, you download NDGUI and then it lets you decide which client you're using. So if you're using the new client, the new engine, then it's got a download for that, and then also a download for when you want edge, clear, glass, or all the different variants. It's got screenshots of them so you can have a good look at what they actually look like on the site. And it's just copy pasta and set the launcher to use it, and that's it. That's all you've got to do. Key ads, please. Glorious having lots of NCU now. It really is. Okay, got a debuff. How's our light doing? It's the wrong colour. We've got to wait it out. Okay, that's green. Ooh, got a bit lost there. I am debuffed and I'm attacking Mahalik. I'd like to stop her if I can. Seem to be generating a lot of taunt here. That's like a 10k taunt there. Using auto on the boss, special on ads. Yeah, just save it all for the ads. Definitely. Unless you're sort of tanking it or whatever. Christopher is making his presence known in Southampton. I can well believe it. It's chucking it down here and we're only at the tail end of it. We're only getting a light dusting of the storm and it's persistently raining out there. We're getting some awesome healage here from Hemophage, I have to say. I try and stay a little nearer the middle just so I'm in range for everything. Make life a little bit easier for them. Last wave and debuffs. Okay, I've got Rust. You can see it in my NCU. Right, I got rid. Hopefully. I don't think I got anything else running, at least I hope not. Blowing the cooldowns. Yes, we are. We're using the cooldownage. Oop, okay. I'm morphed. Who am I attacking? I'm on Irwin. I'm trying to kill Irwin. Okay. Got rid. Got him. You have to do the fun job of jumping up in the air to see what loot is. Where's this bloody corpse gone? There you go. So you got Doja. Oh, one of the protective drone. That's really nice. The second spirit capsule and a couple of weapons. Nice one. Okay. Yeah, that's the HUD he's got there. Protective drone. If you look there, you get an extra 1,000 health, heal reactivity 10%, so you get healed 10% more by any heal. Crit decrease 10, bunch of ACs. So it's pretty nice, you know, as an alternative to that, which adds to evades and 50 add all death. It's quite interesting, that. It's quite cool. But it does have to go in HUD 3, so I quite like it. And you've got the high level winds. We had... Well, we generally get a lot of wind in this part of North Wales anyway. But nothing too bad the last couple of days. There we go. Halfway down. One more boss and then we're on to the final boss. Which is pretty cool, actually. Quite pleased. I do have this running as well, but I've only got 4 minutes of it left. Warped Opinion. Hello from Vancouver, British Columbia. Well, hello and welcome to the stream. Vulpu, hi beautiful people. Hi beautiful Vulpu, who gave me these rather wonderful NCUs, which means I have a lot of NCU. Big NCU now. I'm not complaining about getting extra buffs that I don't really need. Oh, and I did see your message to do Hodor on Saturday for points or something. So yes, I did read it just before it went. Warped Opinion, your videos are dope. Finally managed to catch you live. Well, yes, you have, and welcome on into the stream, sir. Or madam, or anything else on the rainbow. Whatever you like. Gazzy09, you. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we're going to be just pausing here for a little bit while people log different tunes to come running in to grab loot, so to speak. Just the way it is. Yes, you can go on Saturday, even if you're not streaming. Go with Hodor. I'll probably not be able to show up in Hodor this Saturday, but you'll be fine. Well, if they're doing iPand, it ain't my first rodeo, you know, so just go along, go, hi, everyone. I might stream it, actually. I might do. But I'll definitely do the Sunday Sector 42 stream, because there's not enough of that on YouTube, I don't think. Warped Opinion is now following. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully one day I can get a tune up to those heady heights of 200 and I can get in on this action. Yes, you can. Although last week we did the low B's strike back. We decided, you know what, let's just log a bunch of low B tunes and go off and do stuff. And it was pretty good fun, actually. Londis, remind me to get the cause for the APFs. Yeah. Someone has to invite you, Londis. I've not done a single raid yet, so I'm a bit pensive about inviting people there. It was Vulpu who invited me, but he's in there all the time, so. You have to be invited, and I'm a complete newbie, so I'm not sure I'm allowed to or whatever, you know. Do you need help? No, we got 2 shaman. This is not a good look. Yeah, yapping and not going. If you're Omni, you get auto bando. Ooh, harsh. Tech is your friend. Well, there's an Omni version, isn't there? What's the Omni version called? We should tell people about that. They have mostly Omni high-level tunes. There is one, isn't there? Right, more floorage. Keep it together. It's a more complicated floor, so don't get lost. Probably worth making a macro. Platcom? I don't know. I'm sure people here do know. I'm sure that wasn't it Hellcom or something like that at one point? I'm sure it got like some kind of a raid force thingy. Oh, you were swapping gear, right? Somehow I only raid with clanners and utes. Oh well, yeah. PVM, does it matter? You know? Right, there's one in this room. I'll stay up here. I'll stay north. These guys drop all kinds of bits like this as well. So, not a massive boost, but, you know. Warped Opinion, subscribed at tier 1. Thank you for the subscription. I totally missed the notification because we were running and fighting. I loved Hellcom, but didn't like Yeats. Well, I don't know. I've heard of Yeats, and then I've heard all kinds of stuff, but... Oh, there's a lot left to clear. Okay. Where am I going? South. Keep going south. I'm looking at the mini-map. This is where I run into trouble. to clear. Okay. Follow Mihalik. Clearing northward. Did we go the wrong way? Oh yes. There is more of it. Not a problem. Great to be able to support a great content. Oh, thank you very much. They're both Delta Cross, but I guess that's where there's some of the language. Advi do get sneak attack, they also get backstab. What do agents do mostly? Win. Basically. A well-built agent is very, very powerful. I run around on mine in FP doc and like just UBT, and then I've got CH and big heals, dots, and you know. I've even like played the team healer in Inferno Hards, so they're quite powerful. And PvP agents are kind of like nuts. Well, they have been for quite a while now. But I don't really bother PvP, not when people box in PvP. It's just took all the fun out of it. So, you know, you can do a lot of stuff on Agent. I mean, I did a whole Let's Build a Toon. I think it was Series 4, which was a little FFX agent. And Vinctus, Carl, I'd love to come raid, just got an evil headache. No problem, my dude. No one wants to raid with a bad head. Totally get it. I'm very lucky in that I rarely get headaches, he said. Now we're running up to the meat curtains. Kill the elder, ignore the trash. And the trash has vanished. Shaman. This is Pyramid of Home. Warped Opinion. This is the big pyramid in the middle of Broken Shores. Is now a raid for 201 plus characters. And got some pretty nice stuff in here as well. Need a new pair of headphones which you can blast loud. Rarely get headaches. No, I'd rather keep my hearing, thank you. Quickest way to damage your hearing is with earplugs or headphones, more than playing in loud bands, because there's no escape for your ears, unfortunately. Is it new? You're about 3 years old, I think. Pyramid of Home. I made a guide for how to do it and then promptly forgot like all the relative info. Well, I've played in bands for 30 odd years, so, and I still have pretty excellent hearing for someone my age. Right, so other placeholders. It's easier to find your way back because the map is kind of drawn out, so you know where you've been. So I'm going to run all the way south to where I sort of remember one. Is he in this next? No, he's in here, isn't he? No, that's the thing in the cage there. Oh, in here. Is that him? No. The bloody hell is he? You'd never believe I made a video guide for where these things are when they spawn. Yep, there he is. Right, so I'm at this one. Right. Tinnitus has ruined my hearing. There's not a cure, but a relief for tinnitus. I know, I learnt from an old Thai friend of mine. And all it is, you don't need anything special, you just need both hands and your head. And what you do is you put your index finger on top of your middle finger, put the two middle fingers just above, you know, there's that ridge at the very back of your skull where it starts to become your neck. You put it there and then flick the two fingers onto that ridge at the back of your neck. Do that about 5 times every morning. It takes about 20-30 minutes and you'll notice that it's not as bad. It doesn't cure it. And pay attention to the raid. Did that spawn him or am I killing this again? If so, I'll stay down here. You saw it on Reddit. It doesn't always work for people. It's meant to relieve it. I don't have tinnitus, so thankfully I don't have to deal with it. Yep, respawn. I think that fail was on me there because I didn't do it quick enough. 3, 2, 1. There you go. I hit it with everything I've got. Okay, so all I got to do now is remember the run back. White noise, minor background noise suppresses it without sound. Like jet, yeah, I can imagine. Okay, concentrating. Yeah, now I'm okay. Once I get to this square bit, I kind of know it's pretty much just keep going straight on, even if you have to go around a few bits. Yeah, if someone is like next to you with earbuds in, and you can hear the earbuds, they are literally damaging their hearing. You're like 6 foot away, 2 meters away. We all know how far away that is now, don't we? Deal with the shambling horrors. Can't really play guitar or bass. Guitar predominantly. I can play a bass. mean, like, I can play slap and stuff, but I'd never say I was a bass player, you know. They are different, they are, you know, I mean, there's some bass players out there who are technically more accomplished than a lot of guitar players are. I'm really rusty now, though. I really haven't played much in the last 5 years. Have you ever tried those learn guitar? No. They're completely pointless to me. I've got a degree in music, so they're sort of like, nice. Good job, you know. I taught music at the Musicians Institute in London after I graduated there, so I seem to be on my own as I gone through a bit too early. Yeah, I was a professional musician for many years, and then of course, like most professional musicians, had to work other jobs as well. I thought everyone had gone through. Try not to die here. Probably be alright. I'm with the dock. Or I was. I think the fire trick... Yeah, I think the fire trick works. What do you call these things? I'm on... I'm on a fire thing. Yeah, all my intro music on the videos, etc. That's all me. Yeah. Okay, you're not fighting anything. You just run into the boss room. You're doing this trick. I thought I was the last one down. Yeah, fire braziers or... I'm not sure. Things. They're things. You still play gigs? Well, not lately. No. I sort of... I more or less quit doing gigs about 8 years ago. I was working too much full time anyway, and then lots of stuff happened, and to be honest, I was kind of bored of it, because we started off in a band and we were doing mostly sort of indie rock kind of stuff, and gradually it just sort of evolved into them being a karaoke band. Well, like say karaoke, you know, cabaret, doing real old stuff. Nothing wrong with the old stuff, but it just wasn't what I wanted to play. Carl was too busy talking about his ears to realise what we were doing. I'm sorry. Trying to balance the stream chat with actually doing the raid without dying. Lamps. I suppose so, yeah. Fiery lamps. It's my own damned fault. Yes, it is. Should call the bug spot. Yes. Or, well, you know, something like that, yeah. No, we're just waiting for Hemophage, who tried to come back and tried to come back and save me because I was a doofus. Never mind. Mail is being investigated. Oh, right, okay. Are we all back? Are we all... Any development to AO? No, probably not. Funcom have gotten the Dune IP for a game. I don't know what shape that game's going to take. MMO, single player, whatever. Or live service, God knows. But that's going to be their focus, I think. And Anarchy will probably just stay on like it's a life support thing. I'm very quickly going for a very quick bio. I'll be back very quickly, I promise. And I'm back. Carl's gone to the loo. I'm back. Fear not. Yes. Yeah, I think if we get anything, it'll maybe... I'm hoping for a high-level biome. I think that would be the next one to do. Or maybe even Steps of Madness or something like that. No, new gear and all sorts. Lot of new stuff with it. Cultist silencer, prepare to die. Ranged is a lot easier in here, I can tell you that for nothing. Crypt of Home with a secret chest. Well, that could be cool, yeah. I mean, any of them when they do them up to be, you know, something new and interesting. It's pretty cool. Is Conan or Secret World keeping an eye out? I genuinely don't really know. I've never played those two, so, you know, I could not tell you. You'd have to ask somebody maybe that, you know, is actively playing those games. Could tell you, but I don't know. I did try Conan, actually, briefly, but I wasn't that taken with it, and, you know, nothing against it, but you're playing a game where everyone's trying to play Conan, you know, so... It's a bit like the Star Wars game. Everyone's trying to be Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader or Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know? Ow. Just got zapped, I think. Yeah, there's like a new Conan one, isn't there? There was... an older one, which was sort of like online, offline. It was weird. You could do quests solo in offline mode, and then you did quests in MMO mode, and it just felt a bit weird to me. Yeah, they got a lot of press for the newer version, didn't they? They added a what was it nicknamed, the Schlong slider, and yeah, that got on the news circuit quite a lot. Story mode was instanced. The rest was online. Thank you, Radcar EU. Yeah, it was something like that. Best thing about the RPG Conan, it was waiting on a cliff path on a horse and waiting for peeps to come past. Getting off the horse and knock them off the cliff. Oh, you big meanie. That does sound like a bit of a troll move, but yeah, I can see why people would do that. So what, the animation actually forced people off the side of the cliff. Oh, it's just mean. Die, Ad, die! The horse had a kickback attack. Oh god. Take my life in my hands and stand near the maiden. And the sacrifices turned up instead. Thank you. Has anyone got the new client working on Mac? I haven't. I don't have a Mac to even experiment on, so I would imagine if you can get any game to work on it, any DX9 game like Half-Life or whatever, you can probably get Anarchy to work on it as well. It's on play on Mac, so it probably works. Oh, well, there you go. Whoa. Brown trouser moment there. That was to stand diagonally. Doing the mind control on us. There's an AOU guide for it. There you go. Savik saves the day. Die, sacrifice. Yeah, those need to go down quicker. It's my own fault for being melee. Oh, mind controlled. Mind controlled. Who am I on? Straight to the dock. Okay, I've retaken control of my tune. Ads, okay. New client errors out every single time. Have a look at the tweaking the new engine, although that's going to get weird trying to do that on a Mac. Because you do need to use NVIDIA Inspector, etc. And on a Mac I don't see how that's going to work. because it doesn't use drivers and whatnot. Yeah, will not even boot to the Euler. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Mind controlled. Max, it's my fault. Macs have their use, you know, but just not really. You know, if you want to game, PC gaming is obviously designed for PCs, isn't it? That's the thing. Can you not do the whole dual boot thing anymore on Apples? You've got to have an x86 processor in it and that, and apparently it can. But yeah, boot camp or whatever. You used to be able to, but oh god, mind controlled. Sorry, Londis. Everyone's fighting everyone else at the minute. No one's fighting the mob. Die. Have a dimmish. I dimched it. The IT team will probably give you a diploma for swapping to Windows. Oh dear. The only reason I would use a Mac now would be for Logic. Mind controlled. Macs have a use. They soak up all your all your income. They're not cheap, are they? So we've got. Let's have a quick look. Dense nanite Agnes. Interesting. Aguileri and some weapons. I don't think I need any of that stuff. I don't think. Do I need another Aguileri? Don't think I do. I think it's the others I need. Yeah, I do a lot of photography, and people say, "Oh, you should get a Mac." I'm like, "Nope, no thanks." I look at the hardware that's in one, and you can do a lot better on buying the parts for a PC. But they've changed now, haven't they? They've gone over to using a different kind of processor. So, yeah, in marketing, all the software suite. Well, I've got all Adobe stuff on my system. Like I've still use Adobe Audition because it's actually Cool Edit Pro, which the sound design for Anarchy Online was done on Cool Edit Pro before Adobe bought them and then rebranded it. But yeah, Cool Edit Pro is pretty awesome. They tried to turn it into a multi-track studio, but it isn't one of those. Yeah, I do all my video editing on PC, and I'd gain nothing by having a Mac and doing it. I mean, if I went out and bought a Threadripper system with a lot of RAM and some very fast hard drives, it will do it quicker than a Mac will. Linus Tech Tips still editing their 4K footage on PCs. Directly off servers and stuff like that. Their whole setup is totally different, and the film industry don't use them anymore. Linus is nuts, yeah. He's a nuts personality, but he's definitely he knows bang for the buck in business. Look how much he's achieved, you know. Ordered a custom vinyl with the AO soundtrack. I love the people go, well, why have you got the music on? Because I bloody love it, that's why. When I first moved to Van from England, I applied to work for Linus. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't as well, like Intel's releases, he said you are being anti-consumer and what you've done is a load of crap. And they still support him. They still feed stuff to him. But he's, you know, if they do well, he says it's good. And if it's not, he says not, you know. He doesn't get... he can be a bit up his own bum sometimes, but he's got every right to be, so... All the AO music is stunning. Someone's got a project online as well where they've uploaded every music track from Anarchy to various videos. Logging into AO after several years with music on is like coming home. Yeah, it is. It's some of the highest quality recorded music in a game as well. It's all WAV files, you know. No MP3, no Opus or anything. I mean, you guys are hearing Opus or whatever. He basically gave them... He did, yeah. He wasn't afraid of them. And it wasn't NVIDIA as a whole, was it? It was like one branch of the company in a particular region sent the email saying, oh, well, blah, blah. And he just went, no way. That's not how any of this works. You know. Yeah, the new 38 car, I'd love one because I want to play Cyberpunk. I love eye candy in games. You know, I mean, I've only got a 980, so I'm playing it at like 1080p at 30 frames a second, and it still looks amazing. You know, I'd love to see it with the RTX and all the other stuff. And hemophage killed me. Uh-oh. Are you trying to run back in or with ults? Oh no. That's always fun. Yeah, it is. It's what it is. What can you do? That meanie, yes. Definitely. Any issues? No. Other than it kills my system just to play it. But no, I mean, I installed it and waited for the day one patch. Then I waited till the 1.5 patch, and then I started playing it, which was only like 48 hours after it came out. And after those two patches, it was fine. No, I've had no glitches at all. Mind you, I am running the unofficial engine tweaks. Yeah, I think they had a massive hype train for the game, and it wasn't perfect when it came out, and I never expected it to be either, because I didn't jump on the hype train for it. So now all the media outlets are grabbing hate clicks. Yeah, it's not perfect. Yeah, they lied by omission about last gen performance, and no, it wasn't ready. But I didn't think it would be. And I've had no game-breaking bugs or anything. I've not even seen a single... I think I've seen one T-pose, and that was before the last patch. And since I've had the last patch, none. Then I went on Nexus and grabbed engine tweaks and set it, you know, to try and get a bit more performance, really. And I've had zero problems. And I've done 104-hour playthrough was the first one. My second playthrough I haven't finished yet, and that's on 97 hours. It's crashed twice in all of that time. I have got like a massively overpowered character now because I kind of knew where all the good drops were, and it's like playing Skyrim again, isn't it? You kind of know where everything is, and you know. Yeah, it's way too advanced for an Xbox One. If you look at the hardware in an Xbox One, it's less than the minimum requirement for the PC. It's just that it doesn't have to go through all the layers a Windows PC does. Plus, my PC, I use Windows debloater, which means even now, playing the game, streaming AO, my system is at 30%. And I've got a window open so I can keep an eye on the stream. So I've got Chrome running as well. Windows debloater is brilliant on older systems. It's probably brilliant on any system. After an update, Windows boots up and settles and has my at desktop computer running at like 38 to 40% usage. If I run Windows debloater as an admin, it kills off all the bloatware that Windows puts on, and suddenly my PC, after it's booted up, is running at 1 and 2% usage, which does make a big difference when you're trying to run a game that's right at the edge of what your hardware can handle. Yeah, Windows 10, it's called Windows 10 debloater. You run it from PowerShell. If you're uncomfortable doing stuff like that, read up a bit more about it. But essentially, it's a scripted thing that just kills off all the bloat that Windows adds. You can turn off telemetry and everything, but you just have to redo it every time Windows updates, because Windows switches it all back on again, like Cortana. I don't want Cortana taking up CPU time. Or, Windows Photo. I don't use Windows Photo. I use Lightroom. Thank you. Why would I want that? And you can't uninstall Edge from Windows. We're back to Internet Explorer being an integral part of Windows again, aren't we, with that? Yeah, they should have released it June of 2021 and said, we've got a version that will run on last gen hardware, but it's not going to look at, they should have managed the expectations. It's management that got it wrong, and I don't dispute it, but the game itself is effing brilliant. What brilliant characters, fantastic story writing, looks the dog's danglies on a strong enough system. I wouldn't say it was groundbreaking or doing new stuff. It feels like what I thought it would, which is like a Deus Ex game made by CD Projekt Red, so it's more like a Witcher game. But it's really, really good. I mean, there's no way I've spent over 200 hours playing it, and it's not. Last game I had this much fun playing was probably Deus Ex. I think it's a much better game than Fallout 4 was. I think it's a better game than Deus Ex Mankind Divided, the last Deus Ex game. I think it's a better game than that. It looks better, even on lowest settings. But, it is what it is. The media companies, websites and news outlets and all that, this is how they make the money. If people are hating on the game, they'll keep reporting on all the rest of it. Did the stream stop? No, it's still running. Just hit F5, refresh the window. Yeah, if it does stop for you, just hit F5. No, I'm still connected, still going, still running. We're just waiting for people to get their loot and relog and run back in. Yeah, it's a Twitch thing. Sometimes it will just go on you, Right, and we're into the final boss. Yeah, Twitch is not made for massive amounts of viewers like 28. Yeah, I know. I'm not a big streamer, so... Can you implant ladder in Cyberpunk? Not as such, no. It's not as... the only game that really allows that level of twinking is Anarchy. What you can do is you can make, with a few of the right perks, once you understand the perk system, there's perks under where you would expect to find demolition and stuff like that, which actually affect your crafting, meaning you can craft much higher mods for implants and stuff. And then there's all kinds of mechanics you can take advantage of the way we do in Anarchy Online. So you make you know, 50 armadillo mods, and of that 50, 20 will be like much higher quality. So yeah. Are there any perennium weapons? No, but there are some really good legendary weapons, and once you played once, you kind of remember where you got them, stuff like that. Plus, when you find a mob that drops legendary stuff, you save before you loot it, and then every time you reload that save, it will have a different variant of that legendary weapon. So you get one with the most mod slots on it, or with mods on it that you really want. So I did a crit hacker build, and I took the perk that allows your crit rating to affect like the contagion perk, and then everything, all the perks in the like the hackery one. And so now I've got a crit rating of like 83%. So I breach a light, you know, a camera on a mission, and then I just drop contagion on one person via another camera while I'm outside of the building, completely hidden behind a great big iron crate, and literally just empty the base and then just walk in and loot everything. Super overpowered, but a lot of fun. And if you're going to drive anywhere, you want to get a controller, because driving without a controller is a nightmare. Yeah, the thing with Twitch is it'll look at a smaller audience and, you know, let a glitch happen there rather than let it happen on someone who's got, you know, Asimon Gold with, you know, 20,000 people watching him every stream playing WoW. But the guy is very entertaining, you know, that's why people watch him. I think you've got to be a subscriber on his channel just to talk in the chat as well. That's something I wouldn't do, I don't think, unless I was, as you know, as big as he is. Then maybe I'd have to, otherwise it probably, nobody can ever read anything, the chat will be going past too quickly. You have to put slow mode on, and no, I'm nowhere near that. So I'm just here to say AO's still here and it's still awesome, you know. Yeah, I don't think it's my connection that fluffed there either. I didn't get any warnings in Streamlabs, didn't register any problems, so I'm guessing it's okay-ish. Yeah, to be fair, I've had less bugs in Cyberpunk than I still have in Skyrim. So, and Skyrim was only ever fixed by the modding community. It's never been fixed by Bethesda. So, make of that what you will. But no one's hating on Skyrim, are they? So, as soon as the next game releases that people want to whinge about, all the media outlets will report on that instead. It's like every YouTuber on the planet suddenly had, you know, Cyberpunk videos out the second it launched. It's fine, it's fair enough, you know. But the news outlets, rather than do some work and, you know, discover something about the game, they just report on drama and all this, and then do what media companies do, which is over sensationalize things, you know. Oh, it's such a terrible broken game, it's worse than Fallout 76. And I'm like, is it my arse? If it was that bad, I'd never have got more than 5 hours into it. Fallout 76 is a lot better than it was, but it's not a game I particularly want to play anyway. But man alive, did they screw that up. And Cyberpunk, I've had none of those technical issues with the game. It's crashed twice in all the time I've played it, and that was because I was pushing my system too hard. Irwin is having the ropes explained to him. It's kind of cool. I need to pay attention here. And paying attention is better than the dying. Oh yeah, you're right, yeah. No Man's Sky was... Well, the problem with No Man's Sky, if you watched internet historians The End Goodening of No Man's Sky, he makes a very strong case for, you know, why it had the problems it did, why people thought it should have X, Y, Z in it, and it didn't. And how they went about, you know, fixing the damn thing. I mean, it's delivered way more than it promised now. I'd love to hit him, but I can't. There's fireballs everywhere. There you go, I think I hit him twice. Yeah, it had a lot of... Well, it had a lot of problems, and it had Sony on their case to release and promote and everything else. And it was just a small independent team and a kind of socially awkward guy running the show, and they kept pushing him out, you know, to go and do these interviews and press pieces and all the rest of it. You know, and they were saying, could it have this? And he sort of awkwardly go, well, yeah, maybe. You know, he just didn't want to say no to someone. And it didn't do him any good. But all that he said on top of the big hype train that Sony put them on, you know. Yeah, I mean, No Man's Sky now is truly great, you know. You know, there's a hell of a lot in that game now that there wasn't to begin with. And the people that used to hate it are now all saying, you know, it's really, really good now. And truth be known, yeah, it's a good game now. It's got a lot more in it than they ever promised it would. Yeah, Anarchy had a terrible launch and lots of technical problems right in the beginning. And it's nowhere near as problematic as it was when it first launched. I remember being there. It had one of the worst launches ever. Still won Game of the Year and God knows what else eventually. And the PC gaming industry back in 2001 was tiny in comparison to what it is now. Has he gone through? I hate that when he goes right on top of the thing and still doesn't get shattered. I've played other I've played Star Wars Galaxies. I played Star Wars The Old Republic. Played that for about a year, The Old Republic. Then I just got bored of it. And just, you know, Anarchy's the only game with, you know, twinking and the depth that it has. Yeah. It won awards for sound design, graphics, all kinds of stuff. Nothing looked like that before it came along. And that's on the old engine. At the time, nothing looked as good. When you shot it, I'll give you a bit of a nudge. Yeah, the game I played previous to that was the original Deus Ex. Was the last sort of game I got right into. Before that was that. Star Wars Galaxies came along. This is the AO killer. Blah, 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 blah. And then it outlived it. And then there was WoW came along. That's it. It's all over for Anarchy now. It was like, well, no, they're different games, you know. I mean, I gave WoW a go for about 2 or 3 hours and just went, I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the interface. I don't like the art style. I don't like the skill system. You know, I just plain old just didn't like the bloody game. So that was it. Well, the graphic, this is the beta engine that eventually got released after about 9 false starts. Has to be said. Nearly died running into a fireball like a loon. I'm not staying with the team. Yeah, I mean, they added a ton more content. Fixed a bunch of stuff. Did a complete skill rebalance. The beta engine eventually came out, you know, so... And no, I mean, it's only newer than the original engine, that's all. It's not, you know... People come out with all kinds of random comments, like I made a video for how to sort of get the most out of the engine, with a few simple Windows tweaks and stuff like that. And I still get random comments on that video going, still looks like ass. You know, I'm like, okay. And, you know, they want it to look like Unreal 4 or something. You know, it's like, well, that's not going to happen. It's a totally different kind of game. Well, it bought actual shadows and lighting. And, you know, grass with physics. The beta engine, the thing is, they partnered the beta engine release with the skill rebalance of 18.7. I was in the beta for the engine, and it's not the one they did videos of. That was like the one before it. Yeah, if you're running on a laptop, you'll get that problem with a lot of older games. This is DX9, which at least is recognised as a game by most hardware, whereas the old client is like DX7 with a bit of 8 in it, and it's just not recognised as a gaming workload. He said, try not to die. Spam everything, and then move out of the way of the big fiery death. Dogs are making noises. Rooting the flames seems to work now. Yeah, leg shot and the Engie root AoE apparently works. Whoa! Is this the final boss of this dungeon? Yeah. Still shattered. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Fireball. Yeah, of Pyramid of Home, this is the end boss of the dungeon. I'm waiting until I see Shattered Mirrored of the Zan. Otherwise you just heal him when you hit him. And you've got to get him to run across one of these things. There you go, he's shattered. Unfortunately, he's also got 5 bazillion death fireballs around him. This is easier on range than on melee. At least you can fire off specials rather than trying to get some hits on him on melee. You've got to get up close to his feet where these things are spawning from. It's slightly difficult. Yeah, you've got to be coordinated and be paying attention for this to work at all. I think I got dim ash on him, yeah. And then he spawns these things in the middle as well if you're anywhere near him, and if you're stood in the wrong place when they come, you're in a world of hurt. Okay, at the minute he's got a mirror, which means don't hit him. Because you just die, and he won't take damage, he'll heal. Yeah, those fireballs can be rooted then. It's good to know. Or mezzed, or whatever that was that got landed on it. He's come back for a bit of middle. Do you need to use the old AI? No? This is a modded AI, GUI anyway. Which I've used, well, since it came out, because I just preferred it to the game's default. This is Noten DovTech Edge for the new engine. So when you open F10 and look at sliders and stuff like that in video, like these, they're there. If you don't use the version for the new engine, it doesn't show those. Yeah, these two windows here are part of the game. Okay. Have been for a long time. You just have to turn them on. Yeah, they're under F10 Control Center. Show Nano Target NCU, show Fight Target NCU, and then if you want to see everything that someone's carrying in buffs, you've got options like List Mode, Hostile Only, so you can see what buffs the NPC or player has. That's always been a thing, I think. You can do it in the old or new engine. Yeah, you just there's a patch for the new engine because it's got more sliders on it than the vanilla engine. So it needs a patch in order to work. Yeah. He's not shattered anymore. Come on. Get shattered. He doesn't want to, does he? He doesn't want to get in those things. Oh, listen, man. You will be asking questions forever on Anarchy. I learn new stuff about the game every day. There is so much depth to the game. Little known, tips and tricks and stuff. There isn't a single person that knows everything about Anarchy. Not even the guys working on the game know everything about it. Just how it is. Not me. Him. He said, running away from horrible fireballs. We did it. We got him down, and I don't think anyone died. No, they didn't. Thought for a horrible minute maybe they had. You've just got these fireballs spawning and being a nuisance till they bugger off. I think they've calmed down now. Gratul, well done. Good job. Got all of that done. That's pretty nice. Quick look at the loot. So these are the ones I'm after, which is one of those. Don't need pretty much anything else. Drops a lot of different stuff. These 3 of those upgrade your NCU to this stuff. I'm just going to bid on the Machiavelli, which I do want. Yeah, even after 20 years, you're going to get things you didn't know, like those NCU windows. See, I can look at Alessandra there, and I can see everything he's got running. You know. There's still debate on the effect of IPing special attacks on the cooldown cap. Is there though? Because going beyond it isn't necessary. It won't make... Fling will only hit as hard as the highest potential hit you would get from a regular hit. So all the effects that affect the regular hit affect the fling attack or fast attack. The only time it's slightly different, I think, is with sneak attack and aim shot. Brawl doesn't get any better after... Brawl is done on an equation based on your AR rating, the weapons damage table, and that's about it. That's one of the theories. Don't think it's a theory. Well, it's a theory like gravity's a theory. Yeah, I've never missed with a special. Once you get it past cap, because some of the caps you need are humongously high. Yeah, I mean, let's say you look at this weapon, for example. If I do into guild, if I go in it like so and drop the weapon in, oh, it doesn't know it. Well, it will tell you what amount of... See, it's got like fast attack on it. It will tell you how much fast attack you need for the fast attack to cap at 6 seconds. Yeah, burst and full auto. Loot, yes, right. Where is it? Mackie, there we go. Added Mackie. Well, on fast attack, I think, and fling shot, no. But like you're saying, on full auto and burst, it may have a greater effect. It just depends, you see. This is the problem. It's not one rule. It's not the same rule for every special. This is the thing with Anarchy. Some of it is still a mystery, even after 19 years. There's still, like, no one's telling, you know, and it's not like the dev team can tell us categorically one way or the other either. But I'm pretty sure fast attack and fling makes no difference. Brawl is brawl skill, not the weapon so much. But yeah, full auto. If you've got like a debuffed AR, full auto will hit for less, even if you've still got a very high full auto skill. So there's like a combination of skills being brought into play when it's calculating it. But we don't know what that is. It's like I mentioned that if you want to, say you've got 2 envies and you don't want to use full auto and burst from the same weapon because you'll do less damage because you'll be reloading more often. So you've got the reload cooldown coming into play. You can force a special on, like if there's 2 of the same weapons, you can have this, you know, burst on say the Ratter and full auto on the other, just by which one you equip first and use the special on, then log off, log back in, put the envy on with full auto, use the full auto from that, log off again. The next time you use that character, every time they use burst, it will come out of the Ratter, and every time they use full auto, it comes out of the envy. Burst never then comes out of the envy, so you spend a lot less time reloading, you know. And I thought that was common knowledge in the game, but apparently no. Warped opinion. Yeah, but this is it. This is what the game. This is why the game is so amazing. Is despite the length of time playing it, you still learn things about it. I thought that was widely known, but apparently it's not. I may have to make a tutorial. Just how you can force a special onto a particular weapon. So when you use, say you've got an envy and a Ratter. I'm explaining this again for Locknick's benefit. You've got an envy and a Ratter. If you put the Ratter on first, go shoot something with burst. It could be a leet in a backyard. It doesn't matter. Log off. Then equip the envy afterwards and use full auto on it. Then log off completely. When you log back in, and every time after that you log back in, when you shoot or use burst, it will always fire burst from the Ratter and not from the envy. So you spend much less time reloading the envy all the time. Oh, relates. Everyone won a Mackie. Yay! So I won 1 Mackie. Yay! Right, so inventory. And I want this thing. And I got a new Mackie. So I could do the helmet, which is quite nice. So I'll put this back in here. Get the Mackie, and I've now got the awakened helmet, which I have to twink on actually. You can see there now adds 45 to nano skills instead, and 1200 to all ACs. Also gives 45 to first aid and treatment. Nice. You wish to download that AO Brain? I don't know. It'd take about 3 seconds on broadband. Download my bloody brain. And the only piece of this gear I need next is the legs. I just need pants. I need beast pants. Yes, I do. Right, I'm going to put that back in here, because once you get the full set of Beast Awakened, it's pretty good armor, and it allows you to use this nano, which is a complete healing for 150%. I think every 180, every 3 minutes. Yeah, if you've got 2 identical weapons, especially, reload on one blocks the other. So if you do burst and full auto from the same weapon, you're going to empty the clip a lot faster than you will if you separate the two. It's kind of cool. Right, I'm going to warp to Shadowlands. Is it too late for iPand? We just charge to the beast. Because we can invite more people now. If we go and do a bit of that. Are you okay for that, Sav? I know your time zone's a bit different. Oh, well. Yeah, I usually keep the streams to roughly 2 hours. I thought that PoH would only take an hour, but it's taken longer. But it just does. It's that kind of raid. It was 2 hours and we got all 3 APFs done. Do you want to leave it for this stream? I'm going to stream again tomorrow. So, do you want to leave it? We'll do like a pure iPand. Or we can stop now and I'll do like a full-on iPand raid tomorrow. Right, we'll do that then. So we're going into like iPand totally fresh. So everyone on the stream, thank you very much indeed for coming along. Let's see who else is streaming at the moment. Someone was going to do a Deadlong, what's the name one, weren't they? I think they're, oh, Cron again. Cron is here. I think someone said on Discord they were going to do a big thing. Was it Cron? No, it was Dookie said he was starting. Oh, he's not starting till late tonight. Okay. Right, okay, we're going to go raid Cron because he's the only guy who is currently doing Anarchy Online, so he looks active to me, and he looks like, funnily enough, they're doing the last boss in PoH as well. Which is kind of cool. I'll just make sure I've got the right chap. Cron is here. Yeah, that's him. Definitely doing AO, so okay. I'm going to send you all there to raid Mr. Cron. All right, so all raiders, dive in. Go say hi to Cron. Drop him a follow for streaming Anarchy. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time. It's on the schedule that no one ever looks at. So, yes. Okay, folks. Bye for now.